Hello and welcome back to Samantha on Bass. I hope you guys are doing well, staying healthy and feeling good. Just wanted to make a quick shout out for another Serene bass that I really enjoy playing, which is the Serene Regency Fretless. And this one here is my second Serene bass. My first one was the 5-string that we reviewed earlier. This is another remarkable instrument, and I thought it was worthwhile having a brief review of it so you can get some sort of idea of what it's about. So this is a neck-through instrument, like the 5. However, the body wings are chambered. They're actually all hollow, almost to the ends of the tips here. So it's very, very light, and it's got some acoustic qualities because of that chambering. So it's got a beautiful scroll sound hole, a single Bartolini humbucker, a 3-band EQ. It has 2 volumes. Interestingly, a bit of a unique feature there, 1 volume for each coil. So you could use it as a humbucker or turn one of the coils off and use it as a single coil. It'll work, but it gives you a little bit more bite that way, and you have a choice of which coil, which also makes a slight difference. Now, there's several features on this bass that are not immediately apparent, which is why I really wanted to cover it. One of them is, I know that Scott is a bass player and a designer. And one of the things that I think he's thought about a lot is the balance of the instrument and the way it sits against your body. So this shape is really not just aesthetically pleasing, it is, I'm sure, designed to sit comfortably against your body. And you'll notice that the cutaway here is quite deep, which aids your hand getting right up there to the higher frets, even though it's a fretless. So the 12th fret is here, and I can go beyond that to grab a few extra notes if I wish. Now, this part here is the truss rod cover, cleverly double used as a fretboard extension. So even if it's fretted, you could have this part of it fretted all the way up, giving you a few extra frets and a few extra notes. So that's a clever design there. This bottom part here is curved nicely and doesn't dig into your leg when you're sitting down. It's very, very comfortable to wear. And this top part here with the strap on balances perfectly and sits nicely against your body. So they're very, very comfortable basses to play. And this one obviously is very, very light. The neck has a jazz bass feel. It is also very thin at the nut end and very comfortable to play. The headstock is angled back to put some good pressure against the nut, and this is not scarf jointed to the neck. This is all one piece of wood, and it has this volute here which strengthens this vulnerable part of the instrument. So the ones that don't have the volute, unless they're laminated for strength, that is a weak point in any guitar or bass. So that's taken care of. Another great feature designed by Scott Serene is this Sonova bridge. And this bridge is individual little bridges that are bolted to a plate, and you can change that plate and get various string spacings if you wish. These saddles are actually like screws, so if you needed to make a quick adjustment in the height of the strings, you could just detune the string a bit and unscrew it or screw it in and bring the string up and down without any tools, which is brilliant. Quick change string ends here, so you can quickly change strings, and the only thing you need a tool for is the intonation, which rarely changes unless you change the gauge or brand of string sometimes. This is strung with some nylon coated strings, which take advantage of the acoustic properties of this body construction. You can, of course, use any strings you like with it. Other things that you don't immediately notice is that the fretboard is quite thick, and in his design, Scott has put the fret markers, the dots, closer to the maple neck so that you have loads of wood on the front should you ever need to redress the fretboard. You could do that several times before you get anywhere near the dots, and that of course adds to the longevity of the instrument. So this fretboard should last you decades if you look after it and maintain it. So a few other little things. The short headstock aids in the balance. This strap button is right above the 12th fret, so when it's strapped on, it's not neck heavy at all, right? It's all these things are part of the design to make the instrument sit well and play comfortably, and you can get really low action on this if you want to. I've got it set quite low now, and I need to raise it a little bit because there's times I want to play a little bit harder than that, but that's neither here nor there. And I use this a lot for softer songs and ballads and stuff in a show, and I'll often so it has that beautiful singing tone. I'll often add a little bit of chorus to that. And with this EQ, it goes a long way. You've got heaps of bottom end if you need it, heaps of treble, and this is the Bartolini XT-CT 3-band, which is like the earlier EQs, has a little bit of a mid-scoop, and I think flat is something like close to, if 5 was the center detent, you'd roll it back about to 3, and the mids up to about, I think, 8. And that's the sort of flat sound of the preamp. But as we always add a little bit of bass boost and a little bit of mids anyway. Okay, so it's got a beautiful singing sound. And like everything else, so this is a handmade, bespoke instrument. And the beauty of it is that you can talk to Scott and give him your ideas, and he will tell you what will work and what won't work and what sort of results you will get, because he's got loads of experience and he's a really nice guy, and he will give you loads and loads of information in your build to give you exactly what you want. So this is 34-inch scale. It's got a brass nut, a beautifully veneered headstock which matches the body with some nice inlays of the logo. There is, as I said, a very stylish sound hole, wooden back cover that matches the body. This is Cocobolo. It has a maple veneer to set it off from the mahogany core. It looks absolutely stunning, I think you'll agree. And Cocobolo changes over the years and gets more reddish brown, I think. So, and I've had this for a few years, and it's been on the road with me on a lot of shows, and sometimes for a lot of shows it's the only bass that I take. So it does a lot of work, and it's very roadworthy. I've had no problems at all with it. Single 9-volt battery for the Bartolini Electronics. The neck is maple with walnut stringers, giving you great stability in the neck. It doesn't change much seasonally. And the single truss rod under this fretboard / truss rod cover is very easy to adjust, and it's a two-way truss rod. It'll go both ways. So remarkably nice instrument, very well designed and very comfortable to play. So I just wanted to thank Scott for another beautiful work of art that I can play. and this attracts a lot of attention when I do take it with me. One for its sound, and the other one for its awesome, handsome looks. So, thanks, Scott. We'll try and work on the on number 3 soon, I think, the way we're going. It sounds like a good idea. And so check out the website and check out some of the instruments. This is the Regency model, and you'll see one on there which is remarkably beautiful. It's like different slices of wood all stuck together like a chopping board, and it's just sort of stripes of wood, and it copies itself onto this, so it sort of repeats in reverse order and looks amazing. So do yourself a favor and check that out. And if you're so inclined to have a custom handmade instrument, do talk to Scott. He's a great guy who's very, very helpful in giving you what you want. So once again, thank you ever so much for spending this time with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've tried to keep it short as I can. At the meantime, stay safe, stay well, be nice to each other, keep making music, keep playing bass, and I'll catch you guys at the next video. Ciao for now.